Hello there. In this video, I'll show you how to replace the entire aerial on a Vauxhall Corsa D. This involves replacing the aerial mast, the aerial base, and that weird gasket thing that stops water leaking into the car and ruining the headliner. Which would be annoying. Welcome to Car Spy TV. Right, step one is to separate the aerial mast, that's this springy thing, from the aerial base, which is that thing down there. Here's a close-up. So, give them a squirt of penetrating fluid, like that. And this step's important because these parts do tend to fuse together over time, and then when the fluid's had a chance to do its thing, simply unscrew the mast from the base. Just like that. We also need to remove the aerial base, which is held to the car via a bolt that goes through the roof. To access that bolt, we therefore have to slightly lower the roof lining at the back of the car, but don't worry, that's nowhere near as hard as it sounds. So, make sure the tailgate's open, which this one is, and then remove this large piece of plastic trim here on the near side, and that's easy enough. Simply poke something down that gap and pry it out of position. So you could use some kind of prying tool for this, or if you prefer, your fingers. We'll try the finger option. Ready, steady. There we go. So there's the trim successfully removed from the near side of the car, and of course its counterpart also needs to be removed from the off side of the car, which by an astonishing stroke of luck somebody's already done. I wonder who. The headliner is also held in place by a couple of bits of Velcro, which as of now we can't see. Nonetheless, there's one roughly there, and there's another one roughly here, and to separate those, simply poke your fingers behind the headliner and pull it down like so, being careful not to pull any more than necessary, and crease the liner. Aha! One of the pieces of Velcro has now separated. There's part of it, and if we look up there, we can see the other. So we'll carry on working our way around to separate the other piece of Velcro, which we have successfully done. Good, we're making progress. Now, my Vauxhall Corsa is the 3-door model, so there's only one grab handle in the headliner up there in the front. However, if you've got the 5-door Corsa, you'll also have grab handles here in the back, which you may want to remove to minimise how much you've got to bend the headliner. Those handles can be easily removed, and I'll show you how on that one. Simply pull down the handle and hold it. Now flick open this tab on the right side of the handle, and the same for this tab over here on the left. That reveals 2 bolts. Here's a close-up of one of them. Those bolts need to be removed, and for that you need a T25 Torx bit. Now the headline has been partially removed, we can peer behind it and see the power cable for the aerial. Specifically, it's that blue thing there. Here's a close-up. To remove the power cable, simply slide a small flat-headed screwdriver behind this tab, and this is a bit tricky to film. In fact, the camera is gaffer taped to the back window of the car. But nonetheless, the tab is now open, which means in theory we can simply pull the power cable apart. Come on now. Oops, the torch is falling out of the way. Oh, there we go. Success. And to get that last shot, this is how I had to mount the camera. Sketchy. Anyway, we can now peer behind the headliner and find the bolt that holds the base of the aerial to the roof. This is awkward to film as well, but never mind, we'll have a go. We'll find that bolt somehow. More specifically, we want to find the nut that's holding the bolt in position, so let me know if you see it. Oh look, there we go. It's that thing there. To remove that nut, we need a 17mm spanner. Various types will do, but if you've got one that bends like so to a right angle and has a built-in ratchet mechanism, Like this one, that makes life a bit easier. Another awkward shot here, but I hope you can see at least something. You can see more than me, that's for sure. We've nearly got it. There's the nut. Next, simply pull it off the end of the power cable. Lift the aerial base off the roof, which of course involves feeding the wire through. Now remove the gasket and wash away any dirt from the roof that might otherwise stop the new gasket making a good seal. The tripod that my camera is currently sitting on is only just about hanging on to life. One of the legs is about to fall off, but hopefully it will last long enough to finish this video. Well, that was a forlorn hope. Fitting the new aerial is more or less the reverse of what I've already shown you, but there are a few things to bear in mind. Number one, once you've positioned the new gasket and aerial base, temporarily cover them with some kind of tape. Why? Because the tape stops them spinning around when you tighten the nut from underneath. Number two, when replacing the headliner, make sure this rubber seal is positioned properly all the way along, and by properly I mean on the outside of the headliner, which it isn't on this little corner here, so we'll correct that with a prying tool, just like that. The camera's out of focus, but you get the idea. Number three, when reinstalling the interior trim, remember to line up these fasteners, see those, and these tabs that go around the edge down there with the corresponding holes in the car, and then the trim should slide in with minimal fuss. And once again, remember to properly position that rubber seal. That's it for now, but as always, you are of course welcome to subscribe to Car Spy TV, to say hello in the comment section and to click like on this video, and while you do those things, I'm going to buy a new tripod. Bye.